We have ABCD is a kite, right? So AB equals AD and CB equals CD. Basically, a kite looks like this. I realise that it's actually just that. And there we go. So let's call, so AB equals AD. So that means that hang on. A, B, C, D. That makes sense. Right, the point B has coordinates K1, and where K is negative, okay? And the point D has coordinates 8, 7. And a straight line passes through BD, which I sort of put in, that's L. Straight line L is parallel to the line with the equation this. Oh, okay. So that means we know that it's parallel. Let's rearrange this in order to find out what it is in terms of y equals mx plus c, and that will give us the gradient. So let's add 3x onto both sides. Let's divide by 5. And that is our, that means we've now found out that the gradient of BD is 3/5. Right, that's the first thing. Now, the second thing we need to do is we've got to find an equation for AC. So I'm not even sure we need to worry that much about, so AC is going to be something like AC equals y equals minus 5/3 plus C. Now, the thing that we haven't got is we haven't got what, if we find the midpoint of B and D, then we're good. So in order to find the midpoint of B and D, we need to find out what the, I think I'm going to have to find out what the whole thing is. So let's do BD, y equals 3/5 x plus c. Let's put in 8 and 7, so we know that 7 equals 3/5 x plus 3/5 times 8 plus c, so we know that 7 equals 24/5 plus c, and I'm just going to change it out to say 35/5 equals 24/5 plus c. So c, let's take 24/5 off both, which means that c equals 11/5. Okay, so now we know that BD equals, we've basically got to find the midpoint. BD equals y equals 3/5 x plus 11/5. Now, the reason why this is useful is that we can now put in, we're now going to find the midpoint for the y coordinate. So the midpoint for the y coordinate is 1 plus 7/2, which gives us 4. So we know that this point here, I'm going to call it 0, is, although I probably shouldn't, 0 equals k plus 8/2 and 4. And we can find out what k plus 8 is, or k is, by now substituting the 4 into here. So 4 equals 3/5 x plus 11/5. And that would equal 20 equals 3x plus 11. So 11 from 20 is 9 equals 3x. So x equals 3. And that would make sense. So that means that midpoint equals 3, 4. And that would only be the case if k was minus 2. I don't actually have to find k, but it is minus 2. Right, now AC, we've got everything for it, except we didn't have a point to put in. So we are now going to put in 3, 4. So we know that AC, y equals minus 5 over 3 plus c, and then we put in 4 equals minus 5 times 3 over 3, which cancels those out, plus c. So c equals, add 5 onto both sides, 9 equals c. So AC equals, I have to reorganise it, y equals minus 5 over 3 plus 9. And then I need to put it into that form. So I've got to get x and y on the same side. So let's go 3y equals minus 5x plus 27, and then let's add it on together, 3y plus 5x equals 27, and that is how you finish that off.